Hi everyone, Eric Reynolds with your Fox 10 News Now update. For the second time this week, Mobile Police homicide detectives are looking for answers. MPD investigators called out to the South of Dauphin Apartments around 2:30 yesterday afternoon. 21-year-old LaQuente Carroll found shot to death inside his second-level apartment. Investigators questioning neighbors to get a lead in the case.
That's definitely at this early parts of the investigation, try to determine if you have any witnesses or if you have any information, if anybody has anything. We look for video or whatever we could find to help in the early parts.
Again, the victim identified as LaQuente Carroll. He would have been 22 years old this Saturday. At last check, no arrest in the case. Now, anyone with information as mentioned there can help investigators, urged to call Mobile Police. Rough surf off of Fort Morgan claiming another life. It happened Wednesday on the beach at the end of Buchanan Court East, a little less than 2 miles east of the fort. Witnesses are saying that the victim, identified as James Campbell of Athens, Alabama, went into the water and at some point began struggling. And that's when several people went in to try and rescue him. But the sheriff's office says that Campbell died. Carl Moore was on the beach at the time, and he describes hearing the commotion.
I seen them dragging him up, and then somebody hollered, "Dial 911," and I ran down there and helped drag him out and another man out of the water. That we started doing the CPR, and they was 2 nurses and some other people doing CPR.
Now, this comes just days after Baldwin County Sheriff's Deputy William Bill Smith died after a water rescue in the Gulf. Today, vaccine advisors from the FDA will consider authorizing COVID-19 vaccines for children younger than 12. According to the CDC, children account for about 25% of the total COVID-19 cases in the United States. A CDC study examined more than 200 young people between the ages of 12 and 17 who were hospitalized for COVID-19 at the beginning of the year. Now, while there were no deaths, the data show that nearly a third, though, were admitted to intensive care units, and roughly 5% had to be ventilated.
As adults get vaccinated and become more protected and immune to this virus, the virus is still in the community looking for a vulnerable host, and pediatric patients fit that description.
Right now, children 12 and older are eligible to get Pfizer's vaccine. Now, those 18 and older are eligible for Moderna's vaccine and the Johnson & Johnson 1-dose shot. The FDA has said that it will likely want more discussion and data as it considers authorizing or approving vaccines in children younger than 12.
I'm meteorologist Michael White with your Fox 10 Storm Track report. Not much out there as far as rainfall, only a little drizzle showing up this morning around parts of Baldwin County. Most spots are starting off dry, but we will have to dodge more scattered summer storms today thanks to all the muggy, humid air that still remains intact. Now, there are showers that were blowing from northwest to southeast last night, and as promised, most of those fizzled out in the overnight hours. Most of the storms this morning, at least widespread rain activity, is showing up well to the north of Interstate 20. So plan on a humid day, a warm, toasty afternoon, and a few scattered summer storms that, just like yesterday, can produce heavy rain and lightning. As far as tropical weather, the disturbance in the Caribbean has died off, and as of now, there's no tropical disturbances of interest, which is excellent news, but we have a long way to go before the season's over. We're going to keep watching and following things out here as we move forward over the next several days, weeks, and months. Let's go through those weather headlines for this Thursday. Still humid this morning. This afternoon, another round of scattered storms possible. This weekend, the weather turns hotter. Let's go through the Fox 10 Futurecast, and as we run the clock forward, showers and storms are going to be possible, and as usual, heavy rain and lightning will be the main threats and culprits. And then during the afternoon, I do think we see a fewer number of showers than we saw yesterday, and most will be farther inland. And then in this evening, we'll start to see the last leg of those inland storms begin to fade away. Most spots will end up dry and will stay that way through Friday morning. Here's a glimpse at how the next 7 days are going to stack up, and the highs are going to be in that 88 to 90 degree range every day. You're looking at 20 to 40% coverage of showers and storms through the weekend. Mornings consistently will stay in the low 70s, and we'll just about see the same thing as we progress in toward next week. We're going to talk much more about your weather still to come throughout the day right here on Fox 10 News Now.